polling guru explains how Brexit could be stopped, but one fact will please Brexiteers. Mr Curtice, the professor of politics at the University of Strathclyde and political scientist, explained how the Labour Party would need to support remaining in the EU for another Brexit referendum to appear. The professor also added that another referendum would only be likely to appear if the Labour Party found themselves in power. Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, Mr Curtice explained the unlikely series of events that would have to unfold for there to be another Brexit vote. He said, "There could be another referendum, but there won't be as yet. There's certainly no prospect of it happening until the Labour Party decides to back one, and it certainly hasn't embraced the ideas yet. The Labour Party's position is still we accept the result of the referendum. The circumstances in which it might happen, I think, are as follows. 1. The Brexit negotiations get difficult, and maybe indeed the Conservatives, in the end, lose office. There is an early election and the Conservatives lose. Secondly, that public opinion towards Brexit changes significantly, which effectively means insofar as the negotiations to go pear-shaped, and also at the same time some of the claims that the economy is going to suffer do seemingly begin to come true, that the public decide that indeed it's the UK government's fault, it's the Leave side's claims that were wrong, rather than it being the European Union's fault. It may well be that the public decide that the fact things are getting difficult, it is the European Union's fault, and therefore public opinion shift. But perhaps if indeed the public decide it is not the European Union's fault, it is on the UK's side, the Leave side's fault, then maybe public attitudes towards Brexit begin to shift. Mr Curtice added that so far there was a little bit of a shift in public support for Remain, but certainly not enough to change the vote. The professor insisted that there were an awful lot of maybes for the public mood to change and for there to be another Brexit referendum in the UK. Mr Curtice also claimed that the probability of another Brexit vote was probably no greater than 10% at the moment. The Prime Minister has reiterated that there will not be another Brexit vote as she delivers what the majority of British people voted for. When Theresa May was asked on LBC by Ian Dale how she would vote in a potential second referendum, she said, "We are not having another referendum. That's absolutely crucial. We are not having another referendum. We are going to deliver on the vote of the British people, and we are going to deliver Brexit." March 29, 2019, we come out of the European Union. Mrs May travelled to Brussels to attend the European Council summit and urged her counterparts to give the UK a deal that she can defend to the British people. The President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, gave the EU the green light to begin preparations to discuss a future trade agreement, so negotiations can begin in December.